Okay, y'all, I wanted to do a quick video for you today. Really based on the, I guess, income comparison to other careers with Empower Network. I just want to show you here. Okay. How many Empower Network signups do you need a day to make $10,000 to $15,000 per month? Just in your head, come up with a number. How many signups do you think you'll need per day? And I also want you to think about how important you feel that it is to be all in. Now, to be all in, let's think about that here for a minute. This is something I should have included in there. So, you want the basic, the inner circle. That would be the Costa Rica. And the 15K formula, okay? That's all in, all right? So we've got two questions going on here. First of all, let's think about how much money you want to make. Remember we talked about self-image, self-worth, what do you feel like you deserve? So let's really think about that for a minute. How much, first of all, do I need? Where do I want to be in life? And how much do I need to make to get there? And to make that $10,000 to $15,000 per month, how important is it for me to be all in? Okay, let's look at this. The answer, first of all, is 1. You need 1 sign up per day for that income. All right, let's take a look. Okay, and you have to be all in. So let's break this down. How is this possible? You get 30 signups at the $25 mark. That is $750. 15 signups for $100 at the $100 package is $1,500. 5 signups at the $500 is $2,500. 5 signups at the $5,000 obviously is the $1,000 equals $5,000. So your first month total is $97.50. Your residual income is $22.50. So let's say we do this one and this one, because remember these two are residual amounts, the 25 and the 100. These are residual, so that's how you get up to your residual income being $22.50. Well, then you do it again the next month. So not only have you made, the next month you've made $97.50, but you've also added to your residual as well, another $22.50 to your residual. So you made $97.50 plus $22.50. Does everyone understand that? It's pretty simple math. If you are only at the $25 level, your first month total residual is $750. Your first month, $750 plus, and that is also your continuing residual. So would you rather make $97.50 and $22.50 be your residual? Or would you rather make just $750 as a residual? I put a silence in there. Hopefully you would think about that a little bit. It makes sense. I would rather continue to build up $22.50 residual plus $97.50. Really? $15,000 a month? What would you do with $15,000 a month or $20,000 a month? David would laugh at $10,000 and $15,000 a month. Laughs. He thinks that's small. Of course, that's what he started. But now, he thinks that's a small amount. Okay? And a lot of people say, I don't have $25 a month. I don't have $100 a month. If you really want to make this kind of money here, if you want to make this kind of money, we're just going to take that out of the picture because, we ain't no wussies here. So, if you want to make this kind of money, you're going to get serious about it, and you're going to make that conscious decision to do it and do something about it. Now, folks, I'm not talking about cutting out of your life what is essential to you and, your family, your children, whatever. I'm not talking about that. That's obvious. You got to have that kind of stuff. I mean, how many people, there are a ton of people out there that spend $100 a month at Starbucks. So stop going and getting a coffee. Sign up for the $100 program, and after the first month, that coffee's not going to be any problem for you to afford. How many how many days a month do you spend $25 on nonsense stuff? And again, I'm not talking about the essentials, guys. Let's not be sensitive. Let's be serious. Let's be adults. I'm not talking about essentials. But how many people spend $25, how many days a week on nonsense stuff? Cut a couple of those things out and you've got your $2,500 a month. And if you cut a couple of those things out, you've got your $100 a month. And that just banked you $2,250. Now you'd have no problem, going and doing those things. Okay, so a lot of people have money putting a problem out. A lot of people have a problem putting money out. It makes sense. You don't have that wealthy mindset. You don't have that determined mindset. Instead, you are concentrating on what you can't do instead of concentrating on a solution to the problem. You're concentrating on the problem instead of a solution to the problem. Okay, so how about instead, let's look at a comparison that I think is really going to help a lot of people. Okay, and I really honestly want to help a lot of people and turn that light bulb on. Everybody needs that light bulb to click. Okay, how much does it cost? There's people that make a lot of money. Airline pilots, lawyers, neurosurgeons. These are rich. Okay, rich is not a bad word. These are rich people. Okay, so let's look at this. Neurosurgeon. Salary is approximately $480,000 per year. $480,000 per year is 3 Empower Network signups a day. Okay? To become a neurosurgeon, you obviously got to graduate from high school. You've got to go to college, which is usually 4 years, and then you have to attend medical school for 4 years. And then during your 4th year of medical school, you have to apply for a residency program. Neurosurgery residencies are about 7 years long. Within that 7 years, obviously we all know you're going to work awful hours. You're going to get paid about $40,000 a year. And then after residency, you will literally be making hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that's great. But look at what you had to go through to get there. You can plan on it costing you about $300,000. And all of that time and energy spent on 4 years of college, 4 years of medical school, 7 years of residency, horrible hours. You have no life. Okay? A lawyer, salary maybe approximately $150,000 a year. That is 1 Empower Network sign up per day. It takes 7 years in the United States. If you go to school full-time, you have to have a bachelor's degree from a 4-year college and law school, which takes 3 years, again, if you go full-time, and you can count on it costing about $200,000. Okay? Commercial airline pilot. Salary would be approximately $120,000 per year. Again, 1 Empower Network sign-up a day, basically. Aviation universities are expensive. It can cost up to $200,000 for a 4-year program, plus purchasing airtime that is out of your pocket and is not reimbursed. Okay, so how much does it cost to go all in? For example, me, it cost me $16.25 to go all in. And I only need 1 sign up to make $150,000 a year. $150,000 minus my sign up. Well, I made $148,378 profit. To me, This turns on a light bulb big time. I don't want to go to college for 4 years and medical school for 4 years and 7 years in residency with no life. But I want to make that money. I don't want to go to school for 7 years full time and work my butt off full time. But I want to make that money. And Empower Network makes it possible. Most jobs that pay about $100,000 a year require you to spend, let's say 8 years in school, and, will usually cost at least $150,000 to $300,000 for that education. For Empower Network, I don't have to go to school. I don't have to pay somebody else for schooling. I don't have to pay somebody else for airtime, for materials, for whatever. I just have to pay my $16.25 to get all in. And make the same thing that these people are making. These aren't bad people. We need these people. Okay? That's not what I'm saying. Not dogging anybody. People get a little sensitive out there about this kind of stuff. So we're not dogging anybody. Okay? So, really, let's listen. You can't go to a doctor's office and need something done and him have a certificate on the wall that says, but he says, I can't do that for you because I didn't take that course. You just can't do that. If you're going to do something like this, you have to do all of it. So why would you get in an Empower Network at just the 25? If you can only do the 25 right now, fine. Do the 25 right now. Move to the 100 next week. Move to the 500. Move to the 1,000. But you need to get all in if you want to maximize on this profit that is here. I hope that makes sense to you guys the same way that it made sense to me. First of all, I started out small, breaking it down in my head what I wanted, and then I moved to just doing the math on it. I would prefer to be here instead of here. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people just, they don't want, I guess, to be rich, to have to be wealthy, to have a free lifestyle. I only spend a couple hours a day on this, and this is my only job. This is all I do, and I got 2 kids, So, instead of being here, I want to be free. I want to do things with them. I want to travel with them. I want them to be able to participate in things and not have to worry about the money for them to be able to participate. So, I would rather be here. That's why I went all in. Because being all in is what makes it possible for us. We don't have to go through all of this. And again, I want to reiterate the fact that I'm not downing anyone that goes to college or anyone that, becomes one of these professions or any other profession. That's not what I'm doing. I'm very simply just making a salary comparison to the cost and the time and the effort, so on and so forth. Okay? I didn't go to college. Yes, I graduated high school. I didn't go to college. But just because I didn't go to college, I'm not stupid. I take care of my family. I pay my bills. And I found Empower Network. That is my business. That is my job. That's how I support my family. So to me, that's a smart decision because I can stay home with my kids. I can take them places. I can be available for them, be interactive in their lives, and still have the money there that we need and the money there to do things that we want. The same way these people can. Nothing wrong with it. I just went about it a different way, trying to hopefully, maybe get that light bulb to turn on in your head. So folks, really just plain and simple, this just makes sense. Click the link below the video, get all in, get halfway in, do the 25 and do the 100. I suggest all in. Maximize on what you can. Cut a few coffees out at Starbucks, maybe cut out, don't buy that extra pair of jeans or shorts or something this month. Because once you spend that $25, you'll have no problem not letting price tags affect you. Just get all in. Click the link below the video here. It's very simple. Get all in, and you'll get your personal coaching to making this $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. It is possible. I promise. Just get all in, guys.